Being in climate tech, I've done a lot of work at the lab on predicting the need for electricity. For example, one of the large Italian utilities was a sponsor or is a sponsor of the lab and was sharing quite a bit of data with us. They were interested in understanding what would demand be like so that they could plan better their grid, but also manage it in real time in a more effective way, because that's how you manage peaks and valleys in terms of energy supply and demand could be the entire world of difference when you are a utility in terms of whether you make money or not and how stable your infrastructure is. Are you pushing it to the limit, etc. We've become, say, specialists in demand prediction, state of the art, over the last decade at the lab at MIT. And last November, we beat our best model with a zero-shot trained LLM, which to me was kind of like a light bulb moment. And we published this in a journal. And the reason, to put it short, why we succeeded in doing that is because in that case, context wins over numerical computation capability, so machine learning is very good being trained on historical data and predicting the future. But now all of a sudden we can say, okay, there's an event here, there's weather over there, there's traffic over here. How do these things come together to impact demand? Building that into a machine learning sort of network algorithm historically would have been extremely difficult to model all of the big things that would occur in a city. Whereas with an LLM, is easily digestible in an unstructured way. So for me, that was a light bulb moment. Combine that with the fact that now we're, this company, Kraken, sits on this extremely broad basis of data with almost 40 clients in 4 continents, 60 million meter points, more or less 60 million households, if you want to imagine. It's multiplied by 2.5 to give you a sense of how many people behind the meter it impacts. That's extremely interesting because now you can observe supply, cost of energy, the availability of energy, what you bought as a utility if you're a retailer in the wholesale market, and how it's being used by your clients. And then what can you do to make the two meet?